The books Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Job are known as the wisdom literature. Proverbs starts out with a link to Solomon's wisdom. The purpose of this book is to acquire the skills we need to live successfully under God. In this book, a father is teaching his son how to be wise and warning him about the danger and sin of this world. Wisdom is shown through a beautiful young woman who calls out to the streets, informing them about wisdom. The next chapters explain that Proverbs are probabilities, not promises. It says usually if you obey and follow God, then good things will happen, and if you don't, then bad things will happen. Proverbs focuses on the overall rule and not the exceptions. Ecclesiastes focuses on all the ways that we can find purpose in our lives that is not through God. If we continue to find our worth in things apart from God, then we'll build our lives on things that won't last, and our lives will be meaningless. The author explains that everything in this world besides God is hevel, which is vapor that you can't completely grasp onto. In conclusion, fear God and keep his commandments, and your life will have meaning. The book of Job begins with a man named Job who obeys God. God begins to believe that Job is just obeying God to have riches and a beautiful life. Then God strips everything that Job loves away from him. Job still praises God. Job's friends think that he has committed a horrible sin because they are stuck on the fact that God is just. God focuses on things in the universe that we would never think of. God's message is that no matter what, we can always trust in his wisdom. My personal application is there's a person who I really don't like, and it seems that they are good at everything in this present time, and it makes me really mad. But because God is eternal, I know that they will be punished eventually. This shows God's eternal character. When I pray, I feel like I'm always asking for things. I feel good about praying to God, but I'm really only praying for things that I want. Yesterday I was praying that coronavirus would go away, which is a good prayer, but I was really only praying that so I could go, so that my trip this summer wouldn't be canceled, and that is selfish. My Jesus shown is in Matthew 6:8. It says, "When you pray, you shall not be as the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen by men." In this, Jesus is saying not to pray for yourself or pray for others to be weakened, but we should pray for others to be helped. My next Jesus shown is in Proverbs. God is talking about the importance of trusting him, and he says, "For the Lord reproves him whom he loves, as the father in the son whom he delights." I think that God is talking about the relationship between him and Jesus when he mentions a father-son relationship, and how the Father loves the Son. 2 John 1:3 says, "Grace, mercy, and peace will be with all of us. The God of the Father from Jesus Christ, the Son of the Father, in truth and love."